Well,
All right, we're live. We're live, guys.
Okay.
Welcome to whoever's watching. Welcome to Too Many Comics or Not Enough. That's the question. You decide the answer. Tonight we got special guest with us, King of Comicdom, Lawrence.
hi.
Hey, Lawrence.
Hey.
And then we got Simon Comics. He's our main guest tonight.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, Simon. So, Simon, I'm going to let you go ahead and take over. Talk about whatever you want, and then you can hand it off to us whenever you feel like you want to.
Oh, well, I didn't know that I would be first. But, okay.
Well, you don't have to be. I can go first.
I mean, okay, you can go first. It's up to you. To me, it's all the same.
So these guys got a bunch of Golden Age they want to share. I got a little bit of everything, but this is one of my first books. I got this a couple weeks ago. Dollman Feature Comics number 135 from June 1949. It's a beautiful cover. I don't know if that's Lou Fine. It looks like it's Lou Fine art. But
I mean, I'm not sure. I'm more familiar with Lou Fine's work from Fox. But yeah, it's a nice book. It's a nice yellow cover.
Yeah, I know he did Smash Comics. He did the Ray for quality. This is a quality book. We got 4 watching. I don't see any on my chats right now, though.
Yeah, I don't see any in the chat either.
I'm sure they'll speak up in a minute. Lawrence, what do you got? You got something there you want to share with us tonight?
Oh, since you're going to do the yellow cover thing, I just picked this thing up.
Oh, nice. You know, I've been trying to get some of those red shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Now is that the 4 color or is that the Lone Ranger?
No, it's number 9.
Nice.
That's nice.
Have you read it?
No.
You just got it, or have you had it?
I got it about a week or 2 ago.
We got TMC Comics. I'm sorry, Lawrence. We got TMC Comics. James Higgins, Jackson Roy Kirk, Kevin Taylor.
Simon Comics is on.
Oh, hey, Simon.
Yeah. Well, if you guys
hold on. So where did you get that?
Yeah, that's a nice Long Ranger.
Where did I get it?
Yeah.
I can't tell. That's like top secret.
Oh, secret store.
Store. But, I don't know. I did a thing on Instagram whenever the day I made the run, and I ran up there even though we wasn't supposed to be out going anywhere. So I picked this up. I picked up another book or 2 I'm going to show you, and I picked up a Gene Autry number 1, which it's done made its new home.
Remember that one?
Yeah, it's made a new home. It's already there. I was messaged today saying that it was there.
Oh, you sold it?
Ooh, something like that. Yeah. I actually picked it up for somebody else.
Oh, so it was a beautiful book.
Well, I kind of want one, but they wanted it worse than I did, and I'll find another one someday.
Nice, good attitude.
Well, lately I've been trying to put things in their proper place, and that there went to its proper place.
Sounds great. We got Jesse Lynch in with us also.
But this Lone Ranger is in its proper place.
Oh, is it? Nice.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
So before I get over to Simon, how many Lone Rangers do you have? You got to have more than just that issue, I'm imagining.
Oh, I've got a pile of them. I just didn't bring them to the playing field tonight, man.
I've had my eye on getting an issue of that for quite a while. Just other things pop up when I'm looking at them.
This did come out of a collection that had it's probably 3,000 to 4,000 books, and all of them is from 1940 to about 1952.
Nice.
And so I got a couple more I'm going to show you as it goes, which you don't see these either. And I mean, I know there's not a high collector's market for them because they're definitely no Captain Americas. Sorry, Jesse. They're not no Superman or anything like that, but they're still kind of hard to find. And You know how it works.
I mean, they're nice. I used to own a Long Ranger. I forgot the exact name, and it was actually a double cover. But yeah, that's it was a nice book. So you guys both showed yellow covers. So the only sort of yellow cover that I could really think of as of right now that I haven't really shown is Champ Comics issue number 23. So this is a Harvey book from I don't even know what year. I think 1942. Probably later, 43, 44. But there's a lot of yellow, a lot of orange, a lot of green, just three main colors. And we have the Harvey film strip over here. Nice U.S. tank. And just, it's quite a hard book to find. And it's one of those, rare Harvey comics. But, in my opinion, it's a good cover. And you don't see them very often.
Oh, that's a great cover.
So,
even beyond great. So how does it smell? Does it smell great?
Well, it smells like any other Golden Age comic for the most part.
Oh, don't even say that. They're all different.
I mean,
describe it. Is it sweet aroma?
Yeah, no, it does have a sweet smell to it.
It's like between a September 1944 and
well,
I'm messing with you, Jesse.
Well, no, it actually does have kind of like a sweetish smell. Not, some books they have more of like a ashy cigar smell. This one not so much. This one has like a little bit of that smoke, but
there you go.
But more like a sweeter. But yeah,
I was thinking of that the other day. We should have humidors for our comic books. Humidor rooms.
Oh well, maybe. I mean, I don't have enough comics to put in there.
They're more worth more to us than cigars at this point. We got James. Yeah. I don't know how do you say your name? Galliagos? Did I say that right? We got James with us. We got the professor of comics, Roger Metarog. He says, ooh, we're describing smells. Kevin Taylor says, nice war era of the golden age.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And Kevin Taylor said, what year did that Champ book come out? You said it was 43 or 44?
Well, let me actually check. Maybe it's even before. Oh, 42, October 42. Yeah, so I was right.
42, yeah. So 1 year after Pearl Harbor.
Well, yeah, it's October, but it probably hit the stands around summer.
So it only had about 6 months. Gallegos. Yeah. James Gallegos. Lego my Gallegos. All right, so I think Nighttiger's up.
Mm-hmm.
I showed this one already.
Ooh, Green Hornet. Let me find my Green Hornet.
Number 14. I was leery about buying it because I couldn't tell what was going on right here. And then I got the guy to send me pictures, and it's got the war staple, and it's got a little bit missing from the cover right where that staple's at, but still attached, and it's not damaged on the inside pages at all. So I went ahead and grabbed it. You don't find these early ones too often, and definitely not in this shape.
Yeah, it's a nice book. And yeah. Wait, what year is that?
1943, September. It says The Spirit of 76, Zebra, and Twinkle Twins, plus inside.
That's when Harvey became a publisher, I believe.
These Harvey covers from this early years, I love the best.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you. Even though I think this cover is really cool, I don't like the trade dress on the upper area.
Yeah.
It looks more like cartoony, more like the Spooky and Richie Rich and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're back to the King.
No, I'm still going to stick with yellow covers, man. And
Mm-hmm.
I picked this thing up.
Nice. The Singing Cowboy.
Yeah, it's number 1.
Now, growing up, did you watch a lot of Roy Roger movies?
Oh, no, I was more of a Chuck Connors, Clint Eastwood. Hi, Roger. I don't know how to make this thing talk, or I can type in the chat. So I watched some Roy Rogers, but not a lot. But this was part of the deal when I got the Gene Autry and the Lone Ranger, and this kind of came with it. So just a bonus book that.
Oh, yeah. And it's cool, man. It's cool. Who's
Nothing.
that by? What company?
Dell.
Oh, Dell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Chuck Connors the other night. We were watching a movie. Have you ever heard of Support Your Local Gunfighter?
Yeah.
With James Garner?
Yeah.
And he was the bad guy that came to town. Chuck Connors. He shot himself. He shot himself at the end in the leg and in the showdown.
But I guess if you're going to go with the westerns, you got to go with John Wayne all the way, you know.
Yeah, and those books are expensive too.
I got a few of them, but I didn't bring them into this particular thing because I wasn't sure exactly what we was doing.
We're doing whatever you want.
Well, I'm just showing all my newer stuff, man.
You're the master of your own destiny tonight. Jesse, I mean, Simon, you're up.
Well, Lawrence was showing yellow covers, and you were showing a orange Green Hornet. So I'll combine them and show an orange yellow Green Hornet.
Nice.
So Green Hornet issue number 7. It's a John Henry cover, and that was actually an alias used by Joe Simon.
Nice.
So, and issue number 9, issue 8's another John Henry cover. Issue number 9 is a Simon and Kirby cover, and I have that not with me, but for later. So,
man,
yeah, number 8.
That's a scarce book right there.
Yeah, it presents nicely. I think it's been trimmed, but it's nice.
Who cares? You're getting into, when you get into the Golden Age, especially early before 45, the grading is a whole different animal when compared to the Silver Age and the Bronze Age. I mean, when you got trim covers, married covers, maybe new staples, it doesn't reflect as much on the grading as far as price as it would, say, a book later in the Golden Age in the 50s and later. Yeah,
this is June of 1942, so it would be around spring on stands. It's a nice book.
We got Man Cave in here. We got comics from NYC. Ray the Silencer Man. I believe that's the newest ones to join us. So I look at it this way. I'm going to put me on the screen. You ever watch those old black and white movies where they're going into Africa and the jungle, and it's like so mysterious? You never know what's going to happen to them. Anything could pop out. That's what I feel like the Golden Age is from 1942 or 3 all the way to 38. It's like it's a mystery. Those books are just, they got so mysterious to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like Metarog said, the film border strip. Those Harveys with the film strips, they don't come up very often. The film border.
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll show this. It's an early silver Atlas Journey into Unknown Worlds number 52. Picked it up at a con for $10. I couldn't tell you. That looks like Gil Kane actually right there, that face. What do you guys think?
I don't know that much about Kane's artwork, being quite honest. I know in his early days, he was at DC. He was actually ghosting for Simon and Kirby. I know that. But I'm not sure. To me, it doesn't look like the Kane I know. But that's,
I don't like brown covers, but for $10, I'm not passing up a Journey into Unknown Worlds. And I guess I'll kick it over to the king. I'm gonna look up and see who does that cover. All right, well,
So I got a really another high demand one here. And I'm going to kind of go with what Jesse did. I'm going with the red and a little bit of mixture of everything. Dick Tracy, #1.
oh wow, nice. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that's a nice book.
It's rough, but hey, you know, it is what it is.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's probably very scarce.
And being that I always liked the Dick Tracy stuff, this was kind of a cool acquisition for me.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, it's you guys' show now. It's your world. I'm just living it, man.
It's a Joe Manley cover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it didn't look like Steel King.
Oh, now you say that.
Well, no, I know I said that before. I said it's not the cane I'm familiar with. If it is a cane.
What does it take to get you to laugh, buddy?
No, I know what you're doing. So this Shield Wizard #7, another World War II cover.
Ba-boom!
Simon and Kirby. My favorite part of the cover is actually the shield, you know, just the pose and just the colors. It's a very nice book. Now, if I had to say, usually with Simon and Kirby art, it's all intertwined, and you can't really depict things. Usually, this, in my opinion, is an exception. I would say this is very much Kirby, Wizard, and these goons right here. It's very much Kirby. Here is very much Kirby, and this right here would be the Simon part. And, you know, and then there's things that are both Simon and Kirby, like detailing and stuff like that. But
so, what do you think they did? Did they send the art back and forth to each other till they thought it was complete?
Well, no. If they were when they were working on this, they were most likely in a studio together, in probably like a hotel room together, producing this art. Because while they were doing this is summer of '42. Summer of '42, they were also producing art for Harvey, and they had when they were probably drawing this, they probably were just wrapping up Timely's art for issue #10, and they probably had, you know, were right around finishing it or submitting it. And so yeah, if they were doing this while they were still at Timely, it was definitely during their lunch break when they were together. So either one of them started with the backgrounds or started with this figure, and then someone filled in the back. Right. But I mean, of course, then there are some things that are both Simon and Kirby, but in general, this is Simon and this is Kirby.
What about this scenario? Say, hey Joe, I'm gonna go to lunch. Here, you work on this till I get back. Then you can go to lunch when I get back, and I'll work on it.
No, they would take lunch together. Yeah, no, they always took lunch together. But maybe, you know, something happened and then they decided. But yeah, they would produce. I guess during lunch they produced art for. They did this one cover, no interiors. They did Harvey covers, no interiors, and they also did. I think they were starting their DC work as well. So they were very busy for 1940, end of 41, 42, and 43. They were very busy.
Were they known for putting out artwork faster than most people?
Well, Jack is known to be very fast with the pencils, and Simon and Kirby, they worked very well with each other. So they knew what page each other was on and, you know, what steps they were on and stuff like that. So, I mean, they worked very well together. So I would say that they had an understanding of each other's work and where they were in each other's work. So that helped them be very, you know, they were very progressive in that way. But if you think about it, this cover isn't signed. So that makes me think that they were still at Timely at that time, because they still signed the Timely cover. The whole reason why they didn't sign this is most likely because they didn't want Goodman to find out that they were working for the competitors. Right. And, you know, as everyone knows, Goodman found out and they were fired/quit. And it was actually for the better because Goodman was stiffing them with their paychecks, which they knew about. So that's why they left. That's why they actually went to competitors. So yeah.
Gotcha. Good stuff.
Gray Man says, did they get half a paycheck each? So the deal was when Joe created Captain America, he struck a deal with Martin Goodman. Joe brought his own concept art sketch to Martin, told Martin his ideas, and Martin said, you know what, I'll give you your own debut title, Captain America, an own debut title, which was pretty rare back then. Golden Age Superman started out in Action Comics, Wonder Woman in All-Star, Batman Detective. Usually they didn't start out in their own title. Usually they put them in another title as a tryout. And so Martin liked the idea. He said, I'll give you your own title, but we have to have, you have to get it by this due date. He wanted the book out as soon as possible in case Hitler died. Now, if Cap is running across the page punching Hitler and Hitler had already been assassinated or killed, then, the comic, who's going to buy the comic? That guy's dead. It's Captain America punching a dead guy. So, Joe struck a deal, and the deal was 25% of profits of sales. So the book did very well, but Martin Goodman reported a lower number of sales. And so so Joe would, out of the 25% of net profits, Joe would get 15, and the rest of the staff that he had would divide the 10% because Joe's the one who made the deal. And so once Joe and, Jack and Al Avis and others, mainly just Joe and Jack, once they found out about the cheating of the paycheck, they didn't know what to do. They were comic book artists. So what they did was they just went to work for competitors. They went to MLJ for this one issue, for this one cover. They went to Fawcett for one of the interior stories, and then Alfred Harvey, and then they ultimately ended up at DC, and then they got fired/quit at Timely. So, but to really answer Gray Man's question about the paychecks, later on, when they went to DC, Joe struck a deal with DC, and the pay was actually 50% in profits, which was never heard of before in comics, for artists to get half of what the books were making. So, and then the 50%, it was divided equally between Joe and Jack. So it was really a team. But yeah, that's my long response to it.
And so what I think out of that is people don't realize if it was just those two, it maybe would have been different, but they had other people they had to support. So they had to make sure that they had work. Like you said, they had other people in the studio.
Well, no, back then they didn't have a studio. What they had was, it was just Simon and Kirby. I mean, they had, I guess you could say, people helping them, but there was no studio until the 50s when they established Mainline.
We got Werewolf by Lunchtime with us. We got the Gray Man. What's up? Welcome, guys. It's my turn. So I guess I'll show a yellow cover again. Green Hornet number 25. Which seems a little bit similar to that other cover, as far as there's a bridge on both of them.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, they did recycle ideas. So some people, when they couldn't think of new ideas, they just recycled them.
So that's my next. Shooting that guy right there. The train's gonna hit that broken bridge and go over. Okay, King. You are up.
Oh, sorry. Well, since Rayman's in there, I think he's still in here. I'm going to roll with this because he sent me this.
Oh, nice.
A few weeks ago. This is Super Comics 163. So this is pre the Dick Tracy monthly series.
What I love about Dick Tracy is he had a rogue gallery similar to Batman's, all different kinds of bad guys.
Interesting.
Yes, him and Batman's rogue gallery is like the coolest. Okay,
Is that it?
I'm
You're
done.
done?
I'm
All
done.
right, we're moving.
I can't give away all these at once because I'm going to run out of newer stuff I got and have to show crap that nobody wants to see anyway.
We want to see all your crap, even your toilet paper random picks.
So
Simon.
the next book I'll show is a coverless and missing first wrap Captain America #2. And the reason why I'm showing this is when I was talking before, you had said, a quote unquote studio. But I said there were people that worked, with Simon and Kirby. And one example is, I believe this is inked by George Russo's. And that's what I mean, Simon and Kirby pencils, but it's definitely Russo's inks. It's not, it's not Simon or Kirby's ink. So that's just one of the examples. And I'll actually take this book out really fast, but it's missing the centerfold and the first wrap, but it's still a cap too. It's nice.
Well, take it up slow though, so you don't tear it up.
Oh no, I won't tear it up. The reason why I want to show it is because of that. So yeah, that's the splash page. And so we have Captain America pushing Hitler over Bucky and him falling into the wastebasket. Thought that was pretty funny. And it's good art. And it's actually, I would actually think that, I wouldn't say that they swiped it, but I would say that they did draw inspiration from one of the Batman covers. There's a Batman cover where it's Batman pushing a character over Robin. So it's pretty similar, actually. So yeah.
All right. So I guess Nighttiger's up next.
Yep.
The Old Wheeze. What is that? The Old Wheeze.
That's you.
What happened here? Oh, so I'm going to show this, and you can talk about this.
No, you talk about it. I've been talking too much.
I don't know as much as you do about it. It's definitely Simon and Kirby. It's from Price Comics. Main line, 1954, December, #3.
Well,
Definitely.
#3. Well, you need issue 1 and 2 to go with it, though.
I do. These are tough to find. They don't come up for sale too often. And then when they do, people are wanting them really, really bad.
Yeah,
It's a very, very dynamic cover, though. I love it. It's how it leads the eye right to his chest, and then it pulls you up to the bullseye.
Well, yeah, that was the whole idea of the bullseye on his chest, to draw attention to the character.
I always like the way they draw the folds and the clothes. It's different. It's unique.
Oh yeah, they were very good at that. Giving realism in that sense.
I haven't even read this yet. I've had it for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Time I read it.
Well, I'm not sure about the interiors. I know some is Simon and Kirby, and I know some is Bob McCarthy or something like that. And I know that because in issue #2, I was given the opportunity to buy, I think, 2 pages of original art, but I passed. It wasn't Simon and Kirby. It was Bob McCarthy, so I decided against it.
You're biased, man.
But it's definitely a nice book. I love the cover.
King, are
Yeah.
you there? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Since Roger said it was the Dick Tracy hour here in this realm of hidden gems, I'm going to go with this.
Oh, that's a nice cover. It's a
Yeah,
little more
that's
action.
nice.
Honestly, that's more action than you usually really see on a Dick Tracy. I mean, movement-wise.
It's number 66, and I'm not sure what year it's from. But this is, just because Roger asked, I figured out more Dick Tracy.
That's a Harvey.
Yes.
Nice. I haven't seen that one before.
Roger, that was just for you, buddy. Hey, Surf Blue's in the house.
Hey, what's up, Dave? No breadsticks tonight? Okay, we're back to Simon, tell us what you got here.
Well, I'm not going to speak too much about them because you mainly did, but just wanted to show Bullseye 1 and 2. So this is 1, 2, and then Nighttiger has 3, which I'm missing.
I thought you got an issue of it a while back.
No, never had a copy.
Oh.
Yeah, so I mean now you guys know the first issue, second issue, Nighttiger has a third. But I thought it was really interesting, you know, the way they did this cover with the bullseye and everything. And yeah, it's just classic artwork from the mainline studio. Too bad the studio, you know, didn't last for longer. They had some nice stuff.
I know they put out a lot more nicer stuff than most other companies at the time.
Yeah, but yeah, it didn't last.
I don't think it had to do with their art, but more with what was going on in the comic industry at the time, with the burning and the stuff going up.
Yeah, I would agree. A lot of it was the seduction of the innocent, but a lot of it was also, you know, TV and radio was starting to take over, and you know, kids started to say, well, why read a comic when I could see it on TV or hear about it, you know? So yeah, I mean, it changed comics.
Yeah, but don't forget also at that time with what was going on, everybody was being ostracized. If they even mentioned they work in the industry, nobody wanted anything to do with them.
Yeah.
All right, I guess it's my turn again. So since you are the man, I'm going to show this. It's not Simon and Kirby, but it is a mainline prize. It's Al Carreno. Is that how you say it?
No clue.
Prize Western.
Oh, nice. I think I have a Prize Western in here somewhere. I don't even know anymore.
I don't know how to pronounce that name. Carrieno.
Mm-hmm. I know Mort Meskin, I think he did some art on the Prize Western later or before. I don't know.
Another yellow cover. These masters and artists, they used all they could on the cover. Look at the background. Mm-hmm. That's number 50, no, number 74 from March. I'm guessing 50, probably 54 or something like that. Okay, King, you ready?
Yeah. And once again, I'm gonna bring this up.
Nice.
All because Roger decided that I was on the Dick Tracy hour, so I thought maybe, you know, just throw some of these out, man.
The art on it's pretty unique.
Yeah, such a high demand comic. I know everybody's looking for this.
Yeah, well,
you've cornered the market on it.
I cornered the market on them. That's it. Dick Tracy hour's over. Simon, it's your show.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Or whoever.
Let me see what I should show. I know I'll show this. Nighttiger just showed a comic, the Prize Western, and on the bottom it had like a yellow label, yellow banner. So the Cap 19, it reminded me of the Cap 19 with the yellow banner on the bottom. So this is a Al Avison cover. He took over the Captain America series when Simon and Kirby left, with often partnering with Sid Shores.
It looks like he tried to mimic Joe and Kirby's art.
Oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I mean, Al Avison was very talented. He did a lot of, he could do horror. He could also do stuff like this, but then also, when he worked at Harvey, he could also do like Casper and Richie Rich. You know, he's very flexible. And so that's, you know, it's hard to do that. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was trying to at least somewhat imitate Simon and Kirby, so that way the readers would think that, you know, nothing's changed to keep sales up. But this is the first time Human Torch is in the Captain America series, and he would remain in the Captain America series for a while, for the next, I don't know how many issues, 40 issues at least. So yeah, but it's a nice book. It does have a coupon cut out inside, a small coupon, but other than that, it's complete. It's nice. And yeah.
Cool,
So
cool.
you're up.
Roger's got to go. He's going to dinner. We got Steve from I Love Disney and Comics. Loves those Golden Age cap covers.
Yeah, they're nice.
Then I'm going to disappoint you because I don't have one.
You'll get one day.
So the story goes that Simon outbid me today or yesterday on an issue of this comic.
It's pretty funny.
I bid 47 and he bid 57, so he won it. So when you go up next, show us the one that you won. So this is issue.
On the phone.
Yeah, on your phone. I have issue 4, so from June 1943. Simon and Kirby from Mainline Prize Comics. You can see right there.
Strange What Are Your Dreams?
Yeah, these books are tough. That one that you just won is in really nice shape.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, some improvement can be made, but yeah, it can be in nice shape, I would say.
Good thing I can't reach through here and strangle you.
Yeah, no, but it's a nice book. I actually do have a copy of it. I have, yeah.
You have 2 copies now?
Well, no, one's my father's, but now I have a copy. Yeah, I'll go grab it real quick. So.
All right. So we'll let Lawrence go. He's got another Dick Tracy.
No, I don't. I'm out.
You're out of Dick Tracy.
I'm going to show you this Jimmy Wakely #1.
That book goes for a little bit of money too. I've seen those going on eBay.
Well, I didn't get this from eBay. I got it from my secret location, and I've had it for a little while. I don't know if I've ever showed it or not. So, but
I never heard anything about him before. Do you have a TV show, radio show?
We had a TV show, and somebody even signed this one right here.
Oh, nice signature series.
Yeah, this is signature. I had a CGC. This it'd probably make a 0.5 with the signature.
I know.
All right, your turn, Simon, or whoever's next.
He went to get a book. Oh, you
I got it.
All right.
So the book I bought was.
So the book he sniped from me.
Well. So Nighttiger put in a bid, which I didn't know of. He put in a bid for, I think, 46. And then someone outbid him, and I outbid that person. And so I bought Strange What Are Your Dreams #1, Simon and Kirby cover, horror, And it's not my copy. My father has a small Simon and Kirby collection, which is what actually inspired me to collect. And this is one of his books from when he was a kid. I don't know. I guess he got bored and tore a chunk out. Yeah, but still, it's a nice book. It's hard to find. It'd be a lot nicer with that chunk back.
Tell us about this book. So didn't the fans write in with dreams that they had or something like that?
What I heard was what happened is they would, fans could can write in their strange dreams, and they would actually, if it's like strange enough, they might even pay them or something like that. I'll be honest, I'm not that sure, but
that's what I read though. Is the stories came from fans' dreams? They asked them to send in their dreams, and I'm sure they picked out the more fantastic ones.
Well, I would say the first issue, it says, "What do they mean? The message received in sleep. We will buy your dreams." That's what it says on the bottom. We will buy your dreams. And so in order for this book to be produced, it had to be, there already had to be some concepts done. So
well, I'm wondering if that first issue, maybe they knew some people that had probably talked about a dream and they said, hey, that's
maybe their own dreams. Yeah, they were very good at that. Taking things that they happened to them, taking things that they heard and just, twisting it, incorporating it. They're very good at that.
Right. We're learning. We're being schooled by Simon tonight.
I don't know, just sharing information. That's all.
Come on, man. You're teaching us. We're learning from you. We're getting inspired. Everybody out there, go and buy a Golden Age book this week. Okay. I got a Simon and Kirby book here. I don't know which one to show. I guess we'll go with this one. Headline Comics number 35. True Police and FBI Cases. So they didn't even have to come up with the story. It was already there. They just had to turn it into their own concept. Hey, what happened?
I have no idea. I think maybe you pressed something.
I didn't. It did it by itself. That was weird. So can you tell us about headline? Anything?
I know. Well, I'm trying to look for a headline of my own. I don't think I even have one. I know my
This
father
looks
has
weird.
one.
It looks like this may be a Canadian edition or something because the art.
The only headline I have is this.
Hold on a minute. Look at the line work on here. It's very loose, very wide. It's like it was blown up from a smaller picture or something.
Well, who's the artist?
It looks like Kirby and Simon to me, according to the folds and the clothes and everything.
Maybe it's Simon and Kirby, but maybe there's also some of what's his name? Marvin Stein. There might be some, maybe Marvin Stein came in and, inked it or something or did some line work. Because I know Marvin Stein, what he did was he would just start out with a few blue pencils and then he would just ink it. He would even, pencil it out.
Look at the pencils on comparatively. This one looks like much wider, much bigger. It's like it was blown up from a small picture, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the second one that you showed. That one's nicer in my opinion.
Hold that one that you have. Let's get the king to show something. And I'm going to go ahead and pull my issue of the one.
How about that, Mike?
That's nice. Nice photo cover.
But
is that him?
Huh?
I was going to say, is that the photo cover with Kirby on it?
But no, I actually have a key here that I want to show. And everybody knows who Rocket Raccoon is, but he had adventures when he was a kid. And he had a brother.
It's going to be good. Oh yeah. Actually really does look kind of like Rocket Raccoon. But yeah, maybe they are related.
Yeah, I think it's him when he was a kid, him and his brother. This is before he joined the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, very interesting.
Okay, now that I'm done fooling around, actually, I just wanted to show this headline comic.
Yeah, it's a nice photo cover.
Well, there you go. You're back. We didn't see that. We didn't see it.
Didn't see what?
When you showed it, lost visual. When you showed that book, that last one. Yeah.
This?
Yeah,
no, we got visual of that.
Oh, I didn't. The camera wasn't working on my side. Okay, ready? Go ahead. We're going to do this. Go ahead and show your headline.
Yeah, mine's actually just a cover only. I don't have the whole book.
Oh, I got the whole book.
But I got my cover. It says Earl on it, but I got mine for free. So I don't even know.
Signed?
Yeah, the most famous person in the world, Earl. Yeah, I don't think this has really any value, but it's still nice. It's pre-Simon and Kirby.
This one was 20. When I got it, it was like folded in a 90-degree angle because it looked like it fell behind in a box.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way it was shipped, and I pressed it out, and it looks nice. January 1946, that's the first cover appearance of Atomic Man. He was the first atomic superhero in comics.
But speaking of Simon and Kirby and crime, we have Justice Traps the Guilty, #2. So this is a nice sniper cover. Speaking about
nice
sniping.
Girl cover in the red dress.
Yep. Now there's actually one that I prefer better. That's I believe it's headline, and it's where I think the guy shot the father or the father-in-law, and then she's calling up the life insurance policy saying, "Oh, he just committed suicide," but it's really murder. And my friend actually owns the original art to it. So when I go to his place, I get to see it. It's a really nice piece, classic artwork. So
I'd like to get that one you have. That's number 2.
yeah, this I'll actually tell you what I paid for it. Because I know you probably want to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, see. Yeah, it's a nice book. They listed it at $225. That's the price. I think I bought it from a dealer, but I bought it off of eBay bidding. The dealer had $225 on it, which I think is ridiculous.
wow.
I don't know anybody that's going to pay $225 for this book, but I won it for $64. I think a year ago, or a few months ago.
That gives me an
But-
idea.
Yeah, but it's a nice book. It's not my favorite in the collection, but it's definitely not my least favorite. I'll tell you that.
Well, I'll tell you what. Now that you told me, I won't pay more than $65 for it if I ever see it.
Okay. So your turn.
$1948, number 28. So Simon and Kirby, Good Girl. Scripts and art.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to have this one. I've been after that one for a while.
Yeah, they're nice. I mean, I would like to get all the Simon and Kirby headlines, but especially the earlier ones. But I
I'm
don't know,
collecting.
I don't feel like spending the money for them though. That's the problem.
I'm collecting 20. Well, I'm collecting all from 1 to 29. But the 23 to 29 are the Kirby and Simon and Kirby ones that I want.
What about 30?
30's okay, and I wouldn't mind having it. It's just not the Good Girl on it is like about that big. She's really small.
I mean, but it's just such a weird place to end. Number 29.
Well, 30's not really that hard to get. You can find 30
That's
all
even
day
better.
long. Well, I mean, yeah, I want to get it, but I'm saying the other ones are a lot
Mhm.
tougher. And I do have I have 27, 28, and 29 right now. 23 I'd really like to have.
Which one's 23?
Oh, it's another.
Do you remember?
It's a Simon and Kirby. I couldn't tell you. I'd have to look it up. Hold on.
Okay. No, forget it. It's fine.
Well, see, now that I got to do it. Let Lawrence go. Hey, Lawrence, you're up.
You guys are showing all these really cool books, and I don't really have too much in the superhero line in the Golden Age. I mean, I don't think I have much. I might have 1 or 2 books. That's it. I just don't have anything. So I'm going to show this crack Western.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
I love crack Western.
I know. That's why I showed it, Mike, because I knew you liked this stuff.
I love crack.
I do too. Okay.
I like the horses in the background.
I
say I like the horses in the background.
Yeah. I'm just not showing any of my superhero books because I've showed them so many times. Everybody's bored to death.
Mm-hmm.
So
turn it on an angle so that I could see. Not that much, but the glare. There you go.
Oh, the glare. Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Okay, I'm not sorry.
We're all rebelling now. We're all apologizing again. Yes, beautiful book. You know me. I love Golden Age Westerns.
Oh, I know, and I've got quite a few of them, and we might have to do some kind of trade someday.
It's a good idea.
Definitely. So let me show this real quick before I go to you, Simon.
Oh yeah, that one's a good one.
I'm after that one. There is one on eBay for 100, but there's no way I'm paying $100 for that.
No, I wouldn't pay 100 for it. That one's a good one. There's one with where it's like 4 guys talking to each other in bars. They're in jail. Another one is when the life insurance policy that I just mentioned about the murder, saying it was a suicide.
That's 24.
Yeah, that one's a good one. And actually, Simon and Kirby gave that art to I'm not sure which one you just showed because I was distracted. But
That
they
was
gave
24.
which one? The life insurance, murder, suicide? Yeah,
This
that
one,
one.
yeah. This is
Simon and-
25.
Simon and Kirby gave that art to a fan who wrote something in the newspapers to defend them against seduction of the innocent. And they wrote it. They gave the art to a fan as a gift, and they both signed it. Yeah, it's a very nice piece.
Oh, I'd love to get that issue. I've never seen that one come up for sale.
I know that there was one for sale about like 2 months ago.
That's 26. 26 right there.
Yeah, all the early ones are nice. They're kind of expensive though, but I don't feel like paying the prices for them.
I've been fine. Well, I found 27, 28, and 29 for $20 or less. So it can be done.
Oh yeah, I'll pay those prices. But
All right, brother.
I wouldn't go over 20 though. I don't know. I just felt like showing this Young Allies #1. It's a reproduction cover, but the book's complete. The book's all there, and Simon and Kirby cover. There's a little bit debate as to if it's fully Simon and Kirby or, if there's a little bit of an assist in. Pencils definitely look like Simon and Kirby, in my opinion. But in terms of inking, some look like Simon and Kirby. Like the Red Skull definitely looks like Simon and Kirby. Bucky looks pretty much Simon and Kirby. The background, the whatever they're called, Sentinels of Liberty, that the whole gang, I don't really see them that as Simon and Kirby. But still, it's a nice book. The interior is not Simon and Kirby though. For anyone who's wondering, yeah. But yeah, it's a nice book. So yeah, your turn. Mike.
I'm coming. And Lawrence, just to
Oh, okay. Yeah.
great collectors think alike. All right. Crime.
Yeah, only if I had a copy. One day.
Crime and Punishment Illustories. Lev Gleason.
Yeah.
Ellen's goes when the lights went out. Death rides to 5:15. And this guy's going to strangle her with that rope.
Mm-hmm.
Very suggestive.
Oh, Biggie's here.
Biggie! Oh, man, he's got a new introduction for his video. It looks so, how do the kids say it these days? Dope.
It's a banger. A banger.
A banger.
Yeah.
Shabiggy banger. All right, King, you're up.
All right. Let's since I don't have any really good books to show,
You quit saying that?
I'm going to show this right here.
And then he shows us an awesome book.
So somebody, I think it was Surf Blue, wanted to see TV shows, and I think these guys did a TV show together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice
He
book.
did some movies, too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like Jerry Lewis's movies.
I used to sing as a kid to the record Birds and the Bees.
So that's from 1953, and it's number 8. So, hey, it's
There you go, buddy.
it's time to move on down the line.
To the Simon. Hey, what did I just see? A sensation?
Huh?
From who? From
I thought I
Lawrence?
saw, yeah.
Yeah. There's a sensation there.
We'll have to see that on the next round.
Well,
I was imagining that. It didn't happen.
I see it. I can see it in the studio.
the next one, well, I'll actually show one, then on my next round I'll show the other. But the next one I'll show is my earliest cap currently with a cover is Captain America #5. So
Nice. Tell us something about it.
well, there's Captain America, there's Bucky, there's Red Skull on the Wheel of Death, and this is the Ringmaster of Death. Now later, this is Simon and Kirby. Later, when Kirby returned to Marvel, he would need a new villain for Hulk. And Now Nazis weren't a thing anymore, so this guy's a whole, he's a Nazi, and so what Jack did was he brought the character back, but just took out the Nazi aspect. Instead of calling him Ringmaster of Death, well, no, he wasn't called Ringmaster of Death. My apologies. He was called Ringmaster. So they just kept his name and took out the Nazi thing and made him Hulk's villain. So it's really, it's debatable as to who actually created Hulk's, villain, but it's that character. But it's a nice cover. There's some debate as to who is the inker. A lot of people say Sid Shores is the inker, which, I would say this part down here definitely looks Simon and Kirby inks, but not Captain America's face. Definitely that elongated face with no inking around his next to his nose. So that part, I do agree that this is definitely Sid Shores. I do think the pencils are Simon and Kirby, and it's a nice book. It's first Stanley's comic book story as well. So that's yeah. And Biggie says Simon probably has a number one. Well, if I did have a number one, which I hope I will have one day, I would definitely let you guys know. But at the moment, I wish. So, yep.
Man. The thing is, you were talking about that. I pulled out that Thor book, and I can't find it in my pile.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. That's actually the first Thor Silver Age comic I ever got. So I don't have it anymore. I think I sold it a while ago, like about a year ago. But I know which one you're talking about for sure.
I know, and I wish I could find it. It's like I had it right in front of me, and now it's just not showing up. I hate when that happens. Oh well. Okay, here.
You can keep looking for it if you want.
I'll look for it on the next go around when I'm off camera. So I found these.
Oh yeah, that one's a nice one. The operating table.
Number 27, November 1947.
And they're just so hard to find, and especially when they're in mid to higher grades. Prices are just like $200-$300, which I'm not going to pay that kind of price. Now I'll pay $50 for like a nice copy. But
it better be very fine for $50 for me to buy for $50.
Well, no one's selling one.
I've seen them for $50, but I didn't want to pay that.
No, I mean like $50 for like an 8.0 or 9.0.
This is Jerry Robinson's story in here. April.
Oh yeah, I have that. I have that one. I actually quite like that one.
Look at those legs, Simon and Kirby.
Yeah, they were really good, and you see that facial expression on the guy on the floor.
Jack always finds a guy that looks like him.
Well, they say everything you create has a little bit of yourself in it, but the facial expression on the guy on the floor, Joe is very good with the facial expression. Always adding, making it very extra, you could say. So, yeah, but that's a really nice book. I like that book a lot.
David SNMC joining us. What's going on, brother? And we got 18 in the house right now.
It's a good show.
And we got the king. The king's up.
Oh, okay. I'm up here. You want to see this?
Yes.
Yeah. It's nice. Always like the nice sensation.
I love, what's his name? Charles Moulton. His lines are so unique.
Wait, Charles, no, I thought Charles was a writer.
He wasn't the artist? Who was the artist?
I'm not sure. But if I'm not, I could be mistaken because I'm not an expert on Wonder Woman.
What number is that?
I can't read the guy's name down in the corner that did the cover, so.
I'll tell you, but tell me, do you know the number?
Number 27. Says so right there. See? I thought I showed this before.
You may have, but I don't.
So they say the artist, the cover artist, is Harry G. Peter, and
Yeah, that's
So-
Now that you
Yep.
said that, yep.
Well,
Yeah,
I like his line work is so unique.
So
William Moulton was the writer.
right, and Harry Peter did it.
Hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a nice book.
I used to have First Magic Lasso, and I sold it for a loss back when I wasn't making good money. I regret that's one of the biggest books I regret selling.
Well, who knows? Maybe you'll get another one.
At these prices today, I don't think that's going to happen. But you never say never. All right, Simon, what do you got?
Well, yeah. So my next book is probably, I would say, yeah, this is one of my favorite Captain America covers. Issue number 9. I think it's a great cover in my opinion. You know, we have the Black Talon strangling Bucky, and then we have Captain America bursting in, and I just like seeing, because Simon and Kirby, you know, they were both artists. They both knew watercolor. They both knew how to paint, and to have them drawing someone painting, you know, I always like that. And so this is December 41, and so remember that Shield Wizard that I showed you guys. This book, if you look, they both have, you know, skulls down here in webbing. So let me bring that up. See, there's both this is, I don't know what that is, decapitated head or something, and that's a skull in webbing. So my guess is this was drawn around the same time, in some way, or that, you know, they just brought the idea over. But yeah, so basically, Captain America number 9.
Nice.
So
That's a
yeah, your turn.
iconic cover too.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Cap covers. I would say Cap 2, Cap 9. You know, Cap 7's grown on me a lot. Yeah, those are some of the good ones, in my opinion. I mean, all of them are good.
Biggie, be safe now driving. All right. Okay, so here I found it.
Yeah.
The Ringmaster. Now, Joe Kubert does the Ringmaster with the Nazi insignia in Weird War Tales or Creature Commandos or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was after Simon and Kirby had created Ringmaster. I'm surprised Marvel didn't say anything though. I mean, maybe they did. I'm not sure though.
Captain Triumph, January. I don't know what year this is. I'm going to guess it's 1949 or 8. Oh, that smells so good. 1949.
I don't know. Biggie asked an interesting question. He said, oh, well, first, Gray Man says, these old Cap covers leave not an inch uncovered, no blank space at all. Yeah, they were, especially with, you know, not just the Cap covers, but especially Simon and Kirby, they were very good at using the space given. And that has a lot to do with cover layouts and stuff like that. They were very good at maximizing the space, because ultimately back then, it was the covers that sold the comics, not the interiors, not the stories. It was what you
like today.
even like today. You know, Lawrence is right. You know, people buy. I mean, think about it. They do variants. The inside's exactly the same, but you know, some guy will buy all 8 variants just for the cover. And but back then, the kid bought the issue. You know, if he had like 10 cents, you'd buy the coolest looking cover, and you know, read whatever came with it.
We got flicks and comics in the house. What's going on, sister? So Biggie, sorry, go ahead, Simon.
Yeah, I was going to address what Biggie said. He said, nice Shield Wizard. Got to remember that he heard there's a concentration camp issue around 48. Do you know about that? I think I may be wrong.
Isn't that the one where they're walking into the furnace or something?
He's talking not about Shield Wizard. He's talking about Captain America Comics issue number 46, I believe. Yeah, 46. and it's the Holocaust cover. It's by Alex Schomburg, and it's now again, the cover had nothing to do with the interiors. The interiors, I think one story had some Nazis in it, but the cover was all about the Holocaust. You know, Captain America is swooping in and, you know, trying to save them. But yeah, there was a furnace, and it was done by Schomburg. Schomburg himself was Jewish, as were most comic book creators in the industry at that time. So yeah, it's Lawrence's turn, unless anyone has anything else to say.
Well, we're back to the king.
Oh my! I'm not even ready. I'm trying to find something here. Somebody, I think Sir Blue keeps wanting these TV shows, so I'm going to show this because it's the King of the Mountain. Do you remember that?
I remember watching that as a kid.
I feel so lost. I have no idea.
That thing came right after this George Reeves Superman in my town.
Yeah. What was it? I can't remember the name of the show now. Sergeant Preston.
Yeah. Of the Yukon.
Yeah, that's it. So go ahead, man. I'm trying to find something cool, and I just don't have any cool books. So.
Oh, Grayman said he thought I was next. Well, there's no rhyme or reason to this show.
Yeah, I mean, this is just for fun.
Okay, here we go.
Young Romance. You know, I had a chance to buy issue number 1 for, I think, $55. Now, it wasn't the best of shape. It was like a 2.0, but you know what? I'm going to see if I could get it for that price.
I'd like to own that book. This is a Simon and Kirby book. There's Simon and Kirby art inside and story. Yeah. Number 49, September 52. That's a nice cover. The Witch Girl. She's a witch. That little witch.
Yeah.
This is young romance. It looks more like old romance.
It is now.
Yeah, it is now. He's got a point.
All right, back to the king. We'll let King go again.
Well, since you're doing all the Simon and Kirby, let's. You guys have probably seen this before.
Yeah, but no, let's see it again. It's always nice to see that book.
I always
like the cover.
Japanese flag.
It's always a good cover. It was a very simple cover too. You know, it's got 3 main colors. Just red, white, and blue. Weird blue, but still, it's very nice. Hopefully, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. Hopefully, I would get Boy Commandos 1 to 15 mainly. The rest I'll get whenever I get, but those are the ones I'm focused on.
We got Ranger Sly in the house, people. What's up, brother? He just emailed me on a trade, which is he has a Forever People #1 in nice condition. He wants to trade me for my She-Hulk #1. So I think we're going to do it. I don't have that book, and I definitely would like to have it. And I got 2 She-Hulks, and he's got 2 Forever People #1s.
And I have none.
And that's a Kirby book.
Oh, yeah, it is. But between Forever People 1 and the Jimmy Olsen, what is it, 164, I think? Personally, I like 164's cover better. That's just preference.
Well, see, if I only own Forever People, I like it better. If I own the other one, then I like that one better.
Yeah, I own neither, but I just like the Forever. I like the Jimmy Olsen's better. But yeah, so my book is sticking with Captain America. We were talking about issue 46 with the Holocaust cover and the furnace. So issue 16 featured the Red Skull in an iconic. Red Skull basically traps Captain America, takes his uniform, and then goes on I haven't read it yet. I'll probably read it, today or tomorrow. But he goes on, I'm guessing a crime spree or killing spree. But down here it says hot lava, so that kind of reminded me of a furnace. Captain America has to save the girl, and you have Bucky back there, Bucky's not drawn particularly well. Neither is Cap's left arm, in my opinion. It looks like, But, Al Avison, it's not a bad job.
There's that woman in the red dress and the blonde hair again.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that is. I know before, during the Simon and Kirby time, there was what's her name? Betty Ross, was always portrayed kind of drawn like that. So maybe that is her. And so they always had to rescue her. And but it's a nice book. It's pretty hard to find. So happy with it.
DC or Marvel should do a comic about the woman in the red dress, how she traveled through time, appearing in different eras, being trapped in fight scenes and crimes and stuff.
Let me see if I could show you guys the centerfold, because I know the centerfold's pretty iconic.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I've seen that. That's reprinted in a Marvel, one of those thick Marvel books.
And my friend is the one who scanned his own copy, restored it, and Marvel used his restoration scan of it.
Wow.
So he has a copy of it. Maybe now that I have more funds than before, I could maybe purchase his copy if he's willing to sell it to me instead of, an auction site. Or maybe I'll just go bid on it on the auction site and then upgrade this copy, because this copy is missing the back cover. There's a coupon clipped, but the Cap stories are complete. So that's all that matters, in my opinion.
I think that's reprinted in Fantasy Masterpieces.
I'm not sure. I own all the Fantasy Masterpieces with the reprints. I don't think it's reprinted in there. I know Cap 7 with the red skull on it. That's reprinted. But that's Simon and Kirby. This is 16. This is Al Avison and Sid Shores. Yeah.
Is it my turn again?
I believe so.
Let me see. What did I pull out of here? All right, we'll do this. What the heck? I don't know who does the art. March 51, number 3, The Beyond.
Is that a chessboard cover?
No, it's candles.
Oh, it kind of looked like, from a distance, I thought it was a chessboard cover. So maybe
that's the woman in the red dress. When she takes it off, she turns old.
Oh, probably. Yeah, catfishing back in 1940s. He said that wall of Golden Age Adventure comics was impressive. And, just want to say thank you for that. I took down my time-lease to put that up. These are all the Adventure comics I own.
Are you ready, King?
Yeah. How about this Gangbusters number 20?
Was that a TV show or a radio show?
It was probably both.
I like the use of colors. It's really nice.
What number is it?
Number 20. It's from 1951.
Nice. So what's going on in the cover? Something like they're zooming by the cops and they're shooting them?
Yeah, basically it's a Bonnie and Clyde scene.
Oh, okay. Cool. Coast to Coast. Oh, radio. Based on the New Adventures of Radio's Coast to Coast favorite.
But I think this was basically right around when the transition time was coming between radio and TV.
Right. Nice. All right, Simon, you ready?
Yeah. And so you were kind of talking about, the girl in the red dress and stuff like that. So I decided to show a girl in a yellow dress, change it up a little, but keep it the same at the same time. Mystery Men Comics, number 11, Fox Publications.
Nice.
It's a Joe Simon cover. And he was ghosting for Lou Fine. So it's,
So he tried to mimic his art?
Yeah, the problem with Joe mimicking art, now he was almost, I don't want to say he was too good at it, but he convinced people so much that for like 60, 70 years, they all still thought that it was Lou Fine. And then I think Lou started to say, I don't even remember drawing that. And then Joe was like, well, like, oh, what are you talking about? And he was like, oh yeah, I drew that, for you, like in your place. But Victor Fox, owner of Fox Publications, asked Joe to do it exact, to draw it like Lou, and he did.
That's the Blue Beetle.
Yep. I'm also looking for Blue Beetle issue number 2 and 3. 3 has a great cover, in my opinion.
So, let me ask you, do you know what the earliest Joel Simon cover was?
I know one of his very early. No, I think in terms of covers, I don't know. I know his first published comic book story was, I think it was called Dude Ranch or Cool Ranch, something Ranch. I think it's Dude Ranch. It was published in Amazing Man Comics or Amazing Comics Man, something like that. My friend owns the issue, and maybe I could get him to sell it to me. But
take a picture of it and put it on Instagram.
Yeah, in terms of the covers, I'm not quite sure. I know he did the Blue Bolt one, which was pretty early. And it's got to definitely be either at Fox or Novelty Press, either Blue Bolt one or one of the Wonder World comics, Wonder World 13, Fox Science Comics 5, one of those. It's got to be one of those. And I wonder if Biggie's still in the chat, because I have something actually.
I think he said that he's going to be driving, but he'll have the audio on.
Okay, well, if he is, if he has a moment because I thought of something that involved him, But yeah, okay. Your turn.
I'm coming. Okay. I found this in a dollar bin about 22 years ago.
Oh, I think I know what book you'll be showing. Yep.
Complete. It's complete. I think it's 1942. Number 10, Prize Comics. And of course, you're going to show your 7 and 9.
Maybe. I mean, I think I'll show my 7 for comparison for the figure. Because I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. So
all the poses seem very similar.
Well, I mean, there's only so much you can do. I mean, someone running at you. Yeah. See, there's only so much you can do. Can't really blame them there, in my opinion. I saw that Sparkler Man. Yeah, the one that you're showing now. I saw it at a convention at Sheldon Drum's booth. What's his booth called? Heroes Aren't Hard to Find, something like that. And I saw that book. It was up for like $200 or something like that. 140 to 240.
This is like a 1.5, and I paid $70 for it. But it's a reprint. It's a reprint from Sparkle, from Sparkler Comics.
Yeah, the Golden Age reprints still have their value.
Yeah, especially by the same company.
Most times.
All right, we got the King. He's in the house.
I'm pretty sure I showed this before, but.
Oh, that's a beautiful book. Love Cracker Jack Funnies. And they have Black Owl in them, too.
Oh, really? Never seen that.
It's either, I think it's The Owl, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember. But definitely a cool book. I remember when you got your 2 issues you picked up from the secret store, and then I told myself, I got to find me some.
Yeah. Because I remember you was like all over it.
Yeah, I think you had to wipe off the screen after I seen it because I drooled all over it.
Yeah. It's got some stain on it there. I wonder if that come through the screen.
Probably.
Okay, Scott Neely has a question. Hey, I just wondered if I slabbed anything, it would be a Metal Man 54 that I've had since I was in 2nd grade. 43 years in my possession. Maybe frame it. Oh, okay.
Well, is he asking us our opinion, or is he just stating that?
I think he's just stating it.
Oh, okay. Well, I see. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just say I slabbed my first. I'm waiting for it to come back.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see Biggie's in the comments, and I was going through my box, and I know he really wanted a. Yeah, so he's talking about Commandos, and I'm going to show my Boy Commandos 14, which Boy Commandos 14. So this is a Simon and Kirby cover, and I know Biggie has number 12, which is just a Joe Simon cover, no Kirby, and I don't think there's Kirby on the interior. So you had mentioned, you were talking about trade, which got me thinking, if Biggie wants, maybe we could do something with the trade that involves this Boy Commandos and that Boy Commandos, and see what else. But it's up to him. For me, I'd rather the 12 over the 14, and I think he rathers at least some Kirby than no Kirby. So, yeah. But it's a really nice book. I really like the blues. This is one of the harder ones to find. But yeah, and I like the pirates. Usually, and they're underwater. Some sharks in the background. Well, some fishes. But yeah. Yeah, see, again, we have the classic Simon and Kirby facial expressions. So,
Is someone calling you?
Oh, I think Biggie's I think he's watching a little late because he's talking about the centerfold. He said he'd be interested, but it's got a tear.
Is someone calling you? Because
I don't know. Biggie, message me. Just message me on Instagram. You have my Instagram, and we'll talk.
The thing. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, I lost my connection. My wife's phone rang and my headphones went right to her phone.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and take a second, Simon. I'm going to try to reconnect my Bluetooth.
Okay, no problem. Look, Biggie, you're saying that yours has a tear on top. Just message me on Instagram. That doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Nighttiger was showing prize number 10. I'll show the issue before, prize number 9. This is a reproduction cover, but it does have the back cover. Wish it had the front cover, not the back cover, but then it would make it a lot more expensive. So this is a nice cover. Again, we have the girl in the red dress being saved. Interesting how they drew the ship in the background. And again, you have the border here. And issue number 7, a Simon and Kirby cover. Again, this is a reproduction, but it's nice artwork. You have the classic, World War II Nazi planes and, the black owl flying at you. Great inking on the legs and everything. So, yeah. And Nighttiger, I mentioned this pose is similar to issue number 10's pose. So I guess the artist that was doing issue 10, maybe he needs some inspiration or something. And so he decided to, take a little. While Nighttiger's still out, I guess I'll just show another book. So the other book I'll show is Marvel Mystery Comics, number 25. This is a great, I'll even take it out. It's one of my favorite Marvel Mystery covers. So yeah, very nice. That's the whatever paper. So a very nice cover. We have classic Alex Schomburg and the Nazis, Human Torch flying and melting the gun. Submariner is, I don't know, what's that called? He's chained up. You have Toro. And I just got another copy of this book. So this one will be for sale if anyone's interested. And yeah, it is nice condition for its age. There's a little bit of tape on the spine, but as you see me holding this book, it's not brittle. It's nothing. It's just a really nice comic. And so yeah, it's one of my favorite Marvel Mystery covers. Some good covers are 12, 25. The ones with the borders around them. some like the Schomburg did some great work on the Marvel covers, on the Marvel mystery covers, and so Biggie says, I want a Golden Age Submariner first, but after that, I'm getting a Toro or Torch. Well, yeah, they are nice. Now, in my opinion, you should get the earlier Submariners if you can. Or you know what? Just even get one of these Marvel Mysteries or the All Winners where it's just cheaper, you know. Well, depending on which issue you get. But this is what I mean by the border. So this is first Vision. It's a repo cover, but it's great Schomburg. So that's good. Okay. I was just stalling a little bit.
No.
This is another Schomburg cover. This one I'm not so much of a fan of. I don't know. There's just something about it that I don't really like. I don't really care for these. I don't know what you call minions or gremlins or I don't know. But yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of this cover. I prefer the 25 that I showed before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a cool looking cover to me.
Yeah, but I prefer this. I don't know. Maybe the artwork, maybe the Nazis, but yeah, it is a bondage cover as well. Correct.
But it's a male bondage.
Yeah. And a prisoner bondage. And issue 19 is a Toro bondage. So it's a kid bondage. Yeah. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. And
yeah, Ranger Slice says, yeah, bondage cover bonus.
Yep.
Looks sweet to him. Oh, hey, I'm here. Okay, so I have a war cover from 1943, number 3. Headline Comics, baby.
And Ranger Sly said he's not into bondage at all, but he knows it's a thing among collectors.
We don't believe you. We know you're into bondage.
No, I believe him. I mean, the way I see it, at least for me, my collection, if it's a bondage, it's a bondage. If it's not, it's not. You know, for me, I don't really care. It doesn't really add value to it if it's bondage, in my opinion, unless it's, you know, really, unless that's the main focal point.
Well, the sickles will pay more if it's a bondage.
Like if it's Captain America, you know, tied up, you know, if it's really interesting, maybe. But other than that, yeah, I don't really care. To me, it's, you know, it's part of the story.
Interested, this is on sale on eBay. It's in a fair grade for $24. Not this one, but a different copy. 28 and 24 I just saw on eBay for $24 a piece. I was going to grab it, but it's kind of beat up. I got this in an ALK from my buddy Charlton 66. It's in competition with the Flash 15, all Flash.
So
That Simon gave me.
Oh yeah, you should show that book.
All right, I'll show it next.
Okay.
We got the King.
Hey, you was showing war covers.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Schomburg.
yeah, Real Life has some nice covers. Really do, especially the one with Hitler standing there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that one goes for big bucks.
Well, this one's not so nice because somebody got hungry or something here.
Yeah, but
big cockroach.
Yeah, but that's a nice cover. Yeah, I think there's some Real Lives on eBay right now, and I was looking at them, but then they were already at $50 each, and there's still like 4 days to go, and I was like, you know, I'll save my money for something else. But they're definitely nice, something to get in the future. Oh, I don't even know what to show next.
Who's next?
It's me.
The Simon. Wait, the Simon.
You know what? I'll show this book. I haven't showed it in a while. One of my favorite detective comics. Probably top. Yeah, definitely top 3. My 3 favorite detectives are 65, 69, and 71. And this is issue 71.
Oh, that's a beautiful cover. That's not a repo, though, right?
Nope, it's original. It's all
Nice.
complete. It's all there. Let me actually
Jerry Robinson.
Yep. Robinson was very talented.
Yes.
I hope to get another copy, a better copy.
He did all those characters like big over Batman.
Yeah, he was very good.
The Joker with the 45 pistols.
Yeah, that's issue 69. That's probably my favorite Batman cover. Definitely my favorite Joker cover. This is second favorite Joker cover. Yeah, but I hope to get 69, which it's very expensive. I don't plan on getting it, but I hope to get it. And yeah, it's just, I think Robinson's very underrated. He was Steve Ditko's mentor. And he saved a lot of Golden Age DC art. He saved the original art to that right there, the Adventures 73, which actually sold for $120,000 when he passed.
I think Jerry Robinson was the one that was that got DC to stop throwing the art away and start saving it and giving it back to the artist.
I'm not so sure about that.
According to his autobiography.
I mean, I definitely believe that, you know, he had an impact on it, and I definitely think he contributed to it a lot. But I know Jerry back then, he took home a lot of other artists' work because they were just going to throw it out. He said, if you're going to throw it out, I like it. You know, it's too nice to throw out. So he kept it. And back then, that, you know, the artwork back then was worth nothing. You know, Joe even said, I think in his autobiography, he even said they used to mop the floors. You know, they used to mop the floors with the original art.
Oh God!
And and all that would be worth a lot of money today.
We should get a bulldozer and go digging through the New York landfill, see if we can find some of it.
Oh, yeah, but and there were some dumpster divers that went to, you know, that's how some art got saved. You know, there were some people who saved it. Also, I know Jack Kirby saved the page that Simon and Kirby drew of Simon and Kirby in Boy Commandos #1. I know he saved that.
They used to, when they did tours of the office, they said that they would just wheel out this cart with all original art and let people just pick whatever they wanted when they were taking a tour of the offices.
Oh yeah, that was, see, Ranger Sly said DC was still trashing art until the 70s, and that's what I meant by you know, Robinson convincing them. Now, I know, yeah, I heard that DC would still wheel. You know, back then art wasn't valuable. You know, there was no worth to it. But it had enough worth that they didn't want to return it to the creators, though. You know, make no mistake about it. It had no worth, had no value, but they still didn't want to give it away to the creators. But yeah.
Lawrence, on that real life comic, Scott said that probably someone ran out of toilet paper. That's why they ripped that corner out.
Probably.
Maybe someone got hungry.
Okay, this was an AOK from my buddy Simon Comics. June 1944, number 15, Gardner Fox and Martin Mardell.
I still remember when I got that book. Yeah.
It sits on my wall. It will never come down.
It's nice to see it from time to time. Remember when I first got it?
My two AOKs.
I got the All Flash in a trade with a bunch of books. I forgot what I traded a coverless, an incomplete 2, a coverless 3, and a partial cover 4, a return copy 4 of ASM. For that book, a timely, a late Marvel Mystery number 89, which had a small coupon clip, Sensation 20, and some other books. But yeah, no one really acts, but okay. Yeah.
King is up.
Well, we haven't talked about the big red cheese, so.
There you go. That's a nice looking copy too. What number? 47?
47.
I just read 36 yesterday or the day before. Man, that was a good issue. There's some good stories and art in there.
Yeah, those sold very well.
They outsold Superman.
Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
And you could still, they're still more affordable than a Superman book of the same year.
Exactly.
Well, I would say because the Superman maintained popularity to some extent, you know. But yeah, but no, they're great. But I don't know, the Big Red Cheese, the one I'm looking for is Special Edition Comics #1.
Oh my God! I just passed that up about a month ago.
Really?
I didn't know you was looking for it at my secret spot.
Oh, well, if it's still there,
It's not, because
Oh.
I didn't know if I wanted it or not. And then when I decided I'd like to get it, then I went back, and of course, you know how it is. Stuff like that
Yep.
don't hang around very long.
Do you remember the price on it? Or around what it
You
was?
don't even want to know.
It didn't have a price yet until Lawrence
It
corrected.
has a price,
Oh,
but you know me.
oh yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, let me throw a trivia question out to the chat.
That's enough said.
Okay, guys out in the chat, are you ready for this? Where does the word whiz come from for the comic book? Well, where in the story?
Oh, wait a minute. It's for the chat. Never mind.
Yeah,
Oh.
for the chat. Let's see
Okay,
who can
good.
get this first.
Because I wouldn't know. I know where Shazam
Where
is from.
there does whiz fall into the story of the comic? Cheese Whiz? No, it's not Cheese Whiz. That's a good one though.
Yeah, that's what I thought. When you said whiz, I immediately thought cheese whiz. But I didn't think it was the right answer.
It's not G Whiz either. All right, well, so we'll go to Simon. We'll let you guys mull that over. What is whiz? Where does the word whiz in the comic title? How does it relate to the story of Captain Marvel? No, he didn't take a whiz, and no, it's not from Wizard. Okay, Simon, go.
Okay, my next book is Star Spangled Comics #26. I really should get some more Star Spangled Comics.
So should I. At least one.
Yeah, it's a nice Simon and Kirby cover. And like Joe did a recreation of this. I know that the recreation. I think it sold for like $600, which back in 2012, which is a great price. I should. If I had some money back then, I would have bought it, but I had no idea. And yeah, it's a great Simon and Kirby cover. I want to upgrade it though, because it's got that huge tape and over there, and a nice splash page.
So I never really found what the appeal was of the Guardian. He didn't seem like a very interesting superhero.
Well, Guardian was really it was mainly the Newsboy Legion. The story was mainly the Newsboy Legion, and the Guardian was Jim Harper, who was a rookie cop, and
Right.
he would during the nights, if the Newsboy Legion got into some trouble, which they always did because they were in Suicide Slum in the streets of NYC, and he would actually rescue them and protect them. And I think Jim Harper, if I'm not mistaken, I wouldn't say he adopted them, but like he looked after them. And at first they didn't really like him, and then they grew to like him because then they figured out that he was Guardian, and Guardian just took care of them.
Well, I understand that, but I'm just saying, as far as the appeal of buying the comic, to me, Guardian never seemed like a very interesting character. The Newsboy Legion was much more interesting. Even I feel they didn't even need the Guardian.
Truth is, they probably didn't. I think they really did Guardian just to, Guardian has a shield. They just came off the Project Captain America, who had a shield. And the whole point of the title was really the Newsboy Legion, because everything you see, it's the Newsboy Legion and the Guardian. And Newsboy Legion's always first. And because that's what sold the comic. The kid gangs sold the comics. The Boy Commandos, kid gangs. They were very appealing. So, yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm going to go over to Lawrence for a minute. Lawrence, do you know the answer to that question?
Wasn't it a radio station?
Yes. Nobody got it. Yes. It was the name of the radio station where Billy Batson worked. Good job.
But,
yeah.
This is WHIZ. Huh?
These guys are kind of right too. Ranger Sly's kind of right.
What did it say?
Captain Billy Whiz Bang or something like that. I seem to remember reading that.
Has anyone seen the Shazam movie by DC?
I haven't.
Because I haven't either. Just want to ask if it's good or bad.
Matter of fact, I need to see it. Okay, I'm next.
I have to see Aquaman too.
I did see that. That was good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm all about the Marvel movies. Oh, the Black Hood. I was watching Riverdale, which actually featured the Black Hood. Yeah.
MLJ Comics. Now you're going to show your MLJ?
No, I already showed it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I showed the Shield Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed it. The Black Hood. Now, the Black Hood was a villain, right? Not a superhero, was it?
No, it was a superhero.
Oh, so they made him bad in the new Riverdale TV show. Made him a psychopath killer.
So here it says Archie, so I'm guessing Archie got more popular from issue 14 to 19.
Oh, yeah, Archie got popular. Yeah, but the TV show's not bad, anyone who's wondering about Riverdale.
I have a hard time watching them WB shows. They're so...
Oh, the CW shows?
Oh, the CWs.
Yeah, they're a little... I know what you mean.
They're all like supermodels.
I have a hard time watching Green Arrow and Flash. And I used to watch Supergirl, but not... once it moved to the CW, I was out.
I watched Green Arrow probably the longest, and then Flash and Supergirl, I just couldn't take it for more than, I think, a season and a half. It's not that it was bad, it just wasn't really good.
Yeah.
Green Arrow seemed to be, since Green Arrow is more of like a street level kind of Batman kind of character, I guess that's why I liked it more. And then they did the flashbacks to the island, and then they had the whole Ra's al Ghul storyline.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he fought Ra's al Ghul, and Ra's al Ghul actually killed him. I forget how he survived, but he stuck him with a sword, and he fell off a cliff.
Oh wow!
Yeah, go back and watch it. It's really good.
Thanks for the spoiler warning.
All right, we're up. The King, you're up. King of Comicdom is up. Yes.
Really got a cover on it.
Toilet paper again.
Yeah. So
there's the Guardian.
Somebody really had to really go because they took a big chunk this time.
I wonder if that was a remainder. They used the bottom instead.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
See, it's interesting. If a comic deal, if a guy on the newsstand didn't sell an issue, and if they were accepting bottoms like that, couldn't a guy just chop up a cover into like 4 different strips and say that he didn't sell 4 copies?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that the track record on tracking all that stuff was really good.
Yeah. I'm sure that if they didn't get it from one side to the other, they probably didn't count it.
Hey, Silver Age Dave is here. Did you know that?
Who is it? Oh, Silver Age. What's up, brother? Oh, he came back through the Lazarus pit, Gray Man says. Another spoiler. Sorry, Simon.
Yeah, well. Yeah. I mean, being honest, I probably wouldn't have watched Green Arrow anyway.
Scott said his dad said they use comics as toilet paper. Read. What I missed it. Read them and wipe. Read them and weep after you wipe.
Yeah, Scott. Usually they were supposed to return the header, the title, but I guess at times, I know in the Marvel Silver Age book, sometimes they cut out the corner box.
I'm sure those news guys tried to get around every way they could.
I mean, it seems pretty smart in my opinion if you cut up the cover, 4 sections, and then you get,
Yeah, but if you're the guy taking returns, wouldn't you think, I don't know?
Oh, well.
Unless you were...
I don't think the guys taking returns cared enough. No.
Unless you were in cahoots.
It's probably a job on salary. Probably didn't care that much, to be quite honest.
Oh, and if it was in Brooklyn, they were probably getting the payoff.
Maybe.
They knew a guy who knew a guy.
Yep.
Simon, you're up.
Guy.
What's that, Lawrence?
I said it's always a guy who knew a guy.
Yeah, and all those guys know a guy too.
Yeah.
So the book I'm going to show, which I don't show enough, which I probably should, is Black Cat #1.
Yay. The darling.
A long time it was thought that it was a Joe Kubert cover, but it's actually Joe Simon cover. It's Joe Kubert Interiors. And says, by popular demand after a 5-year run in Speed Comics. I actually want to get some Speed Comics, but they're just so hard to find, so expensive. Got to be patient.
I have the number 42.
Yeah. So it's a nice, Joe only did covers of issue 1 and 2. Well, number 2 is attributed to him. Some people disagree, some people agree. Yeah. So that's
Have you read that?
No, I don't. If it's usually not Simon and Kirby Interiors, I'm probably most likely not going to read it. And even some Simon and Kirby Interiors I haven't got to yet.
Every Black Cat comic I have, her waist is like so thin, it's unrealistic in the art.
Well, yeah, I guess, but hey, it's comics, so.
I've never seen it in any other comic as thin as they draw her waist. It's just weird.
I'm also going to do this.
Oh, show it.
Just yellow. So this is just a cover, but it's signed by Jack Kirby, supposedly from his collection, from his personal collection, which I've seen interviews of Jack at his home. And, you know, most of his fans are fans of his Marvel work, some Fourth World. But all the comics Jack had at his home, the actual comic books that he displayed, were all Simon and Kirby comics from the 40s. And so it shows that he was really proud of the Boy Commandos and Newsboy Legion, stuff like that, and Sandman. So I don't think many people know that, but yeah. So that's that.
No, Scott, I don't think there was a WKRP comic in the 1970s. So Rangers Live said that the radio station wasn't Wiz Comics from the beginning. I'd like to know where it became Wiz, but I read 36 last night, and it was Wiz. WIHZ. I don't know. So then I guess I was wrong. But I can count on my buddy Ranger Sly. He knows his stuff. So before Bozo the Clown, there was Bozo the Robot. And DS Comics just got issue number 2, which is the second robot cover ever. This is the 8th robot cover appearance in comics, March 1941.
Mm-hmm. Wait, is that who's cover artist on that?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, no worries.
And
just thought it was interesting. Wow, it's a WoW comic. That guy reminds me of Captain America in the top left. Well, on the left, you know, he's got the star on the chest, and his logo is red and blue. And they were very good at ripping each other off. That's for sure.
Did Simon do any artwork for Fawcett?
Yeah, he did work in I believe it was 41 with Jack, for a Captain Marvel story, and I think Captain America. Oh no, Captain Marvel Captain Marvel Adventures #1, I believe. And he might have done. I'm confused on it. I think it's Special Edition Comics 1 is a CC Beck cover, but I know Joe recreated it during for the comic book price guide.
This is Gil Fox cover.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a Lou Fine story on the Ray inside. All right, you ready, Lawrence?
Oh, I guess. I think this is going to be the last one I show, and I'm probably going to have to roll.
Well, we only got 10 minutes if you want to hang to the end. Nice. I knew you had a flash. I just didn't know if you had it ready. Bring it closer. Jay Garrick, the man.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm always have a fondness for the Golden Age Flash.
You know, I've got several of them, but that's the one that was handy to get a hold of. So
Yeah, I don't have any Flash.
that's where I'm at. So and Ranger Sly is right there on that Flash Comics thing.
We got the Valeyard in here with us. What's going on, brother? Yeah, we got a lot of Golden Age going on. Okay, so Simon, you're next.
Yeah, I'm gonna show an obscure Simon and Kirby book. It's not signed. It's a prize publication. Treasure Comics number 10.
Oh, I got a few of those.
So this is, I think this might be the only Simon and Kirby cover that they did. I believe no interiors. No interiors. It's a nice copy. And it's kind of wacky artwork, but I think it works and I like it. I think it's pretty interesting.
Definitely.
So yep, that's my. So this is just a question, but do you have any comics signed by Golden Age artists or anything, or Golden Age comics?
Yeah, no, I do have some, but not Golden Age. I'm not a signature guy. I don't really care for signatures on my books.
Okay.
I go to conventions, and my wife forces me to meet the artists and writers. I'd rather just search for the comics.
Well, I mean, it's nice to see the artists and writers, but the people I want to see, they don't go to conventions anymore because they're not around anymore.
I hear you.
But yeah, so that's that.
I don't know. I'm of the opinion that signatures, they don't look good on the comic. I'd rather have it on the interior.
Well, that's on this book, My Adventure 74. There's a signature on the interior. That one. So I'll show that next round.
All right. So 1942, number 7. You got your Nancy and Sluggo right there. You still with us, Lawrence? You gonna hang to the end?
I'm hanging here for a couple minutes.
Me as well.
I figured I would show this for the thousandth of time.
Oh yeah, I love it. That's such a beautiful cover. I just love the trade dress on that book. It bothers me that they only did it for like 6-7 issues.
Yeah.
I look at the other hero comics after they changed the trade dress, and I just don't want to buy them because they don't look as cool.
So what do you guys got now?
Well, I'm going to show Adventure Comics 74. I think this has a little water damage, but this is first Sandman cover by Simon and Kirby. First Simon and Kirby Sandman on the cover. So, and the reason why I actually really want to mention it is because it's signed on the interior. It's signed once by this guy named Bryant.
Let me call you back in like 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
And on the bottom, it says, "To Rich, best wishes, Jack Burnley, 93." So he did work on the Starman by Jack Burnley, and he was the cover artist, and he did a lot of work for this title up until Simon and Kirby came to DC, which then they kind of took it over with the popularity of Sandman and Sandy. And yeah, but Jack Burnley did some great art in comics altogether, like his Superman 14 cover and some other covers that he did. So he's quite the talent.
Nice. Lawrence, Jesse Lynch wants to know if Hydro Man is on in that cover, in that comic.
This guy? Well, I'll tell you what. You go ahead and do what you're going to do, and I'll show it.
All right. I know the show's about to be over because my cat keeps coming up here. He's telling me it's time to close it out.
Yeah. I'm starving.
I got a Target number 69 from May 46, 10 Battlefield cover. The Target and the Targeteers.
Yeah, I was looking for a Target 1 and 2 because that has Joe Simon's very early T-Men that he did. That was before Kirby. Yeah, but I guess I'll have to keep on waiting.
Okay, Lawrence.
You know, it looks like I'm not really seeing it.
Oh, I thought he was in there for sure.
He's in there, right
What
here.
number? What number is it?
It's number, jeez, number 5. But yeah, it's the lead thing. But I was looking for the.
I don't think he appears until issue 10.
I was looking for the costume type thing. And I have not yet to find it. But it shows him in there. I mean, he's coming up through this water fountain here or whatever sink or whatever it is. I guess there is his costume right there.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
So there you are. So who's up now? Or do I need to show a book?
It's up to you. I mean, I could go. You could go. Whatever you want.
Go ahead and go.
Okay.
If Mike's near to switch it over.
Yeah.
If not, I'll have to show a book, man.
Yeah. I guess you could show a book if you want.
I am going to.
Yep.
Let me see what I got here. Yeah, what are we in the mood for? How about this?
Yeah, that's a nice book. Quite like the art on it too. And the yellow, the red, the black, it all contrasts very well.
Yeah, it does. Wow, I'm out of books here. I've only got another box or so. How about we? Of course, I've showed all these before, and that's
but they're nice.
Oh, looks like he's back.
I'm back. I don't know what happened. I lost internet.
All right, it's your deal.
Since you showed that, I'm going to show this. Hold on. Number 11. You're another inspiration. I saw yours when you first got it. I'm like, I got to have one of those. So I finally got it like a month ago. 1942, number 11.
Very nice.
Okay, we got 2 minutes, so let's do one more round. We'll go with Simon.
Well, we were just talking about signatures, and I had showed a Kirby signature, and I showed Jack Burley, and that Adventure Comics 72 over there is signed by Joe, but I'm too lazy to get over there, and plus it's restored. I don't feel like taking it out. But I have this modern magazine thing. It's also signed by Joe, which I thought this was pretty interesting. You know, silver Sharpie, and I find the USA pretty funny. You know, it's just. And for the comic, I just decided to show Fighting America #4, classic Simon and Kirby. And yeah, that's my last book.
Lawrence, you getting your gold record reprint?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go and I'll wait until you get. You got it.
I'm here
All right.
because this is a upgrade from the one I had. The one I had, I sent to Rayman.
I saw that. It was very nice of you. What would you put that at? Very fine.
I'll tell you what. There's just one little ding on the cover, and that's it.
Nice.
It could
Good
be
find. Is that your find of the last few months?
about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I got the record with it too, and the record still has got the original seal wrapped around it. I think they only opened it up to take the comic out, and then I don't know.
Definitely
It's not.
beauty.
I would send it off to CGC, but you know me, I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. All right. So I'm going to show this. Just a book I picked up for my LCS for $20. Strange Worlds, number 18 from December 1955, which is funny because it's from 55, but I don't see a comic code on it.
Mm-hmm.
An Avon book.
Well, maybe they got away with it that time, or sent it to press before. But nice.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it's been a fun 2 hours. You know, we could probably do this for another 3 if we had the time to do it, but we got family, and I hear Simon's stomach's growling over there.
Well,
Yeah, I got to go to work in the morning, so.
I'm
Yeah.
starving.
Well, thanks a lot for joining us. Simon, anything you want to say to the community before we head out?
Just a thank you. It's been 2 hours, and a lot of people are still here, still watching, and hope they enjoyed the show. A lot of the Golden Age books, and just hope everyone enjoyed and be safe.
How about you, Lawrence? Anything for the community?
Be safe, man. Buy meat because there's going to be a shortage.
Yep, and spaghetti sauce because there already is.
That's true.
But I want to say thank you to Simon. He's the one that asked me if I'd like to do this show and host it with him, and appreciate that. He's a good friend. Lawrence is also a great friend, and he special guest, and we were glad to have him and to see all his cool books. I think it's appropriate to say I love you guys. I love everyone in the community. There's just a lot of love, inspiration that goes around between all of us. And this is my place that I love to go to each day where I know that I can get away from the world and just have fun. That's all it's about, is just having fun and reliving the childhood and escaping. I think I can't add anything more to that. So with that, we're going to say good night. Thanks for joining me, guys. Everyone stay safe, and we'll catch you all later.
Right, take care.